The first modern humans walked out of Africa around 180,000 years ago, and step by step they moved across the world. Today, 12 billion automobiles transport us from one place to another on something around 20 billion miles of road. The distance which our ancestors would have taken months to cross, today we cross in hours. However, the car is not just about transport. It represents the freedom. It represents the exchange of cultures. I think as humans, we are always excited to go to the other side of the mountain and to do it the best possible way, quickest way, and I guess the most beautiful way is to drive a car. Cars represent freedom. Cars have become symbols that define an entire society or country. What's more, the car is on the verge of a new revolution. Autonomous vehicles may soon remove the need of driver altogether, making the car an ultimate freedom machine for all. Automated vehicles would offer everyone mobility regardless of their abilities to actually drive a car. So how did we go from two legs to four wheels? Well, that's a story that began thousands of years ago. And let's have a look at it. So the story starts from frozen Arctic. There was a battle for survival, which resulted into an unrealistic, or I would say unlikely alliance between a man and a beast. Our ancestors were highly dependent upon the world and the raw material which was served to them. Raw material means the wild plants and wild animals. The wild animals not only provided them food but fur for clothing. However, these wild animals were constantly on move. They moved as far as 20 miles a day. However, our ancestors could only move as far as and as fast as their legs would carry them. If they would try to follow a herd of animals, they were not able to. So they simply could not. That's when they realized the need of mobilizing to a speed by which they can keep up for tracking the animals. So that's the first stepping stone of this industry. Now, to serve the need of this mobilizing, they actually took help of animals again. They started domestication of dogs. Now, these dogs were tamed, and with the help of these dogs, they glided over snow, and this gave them the speed they wanted. These ancient people were among the first humans to put animals to work. The very first species that became tamed was European grey wolf, the ancestors of all of our domesticated dogs today. Long before there was a horsepower, there was dog power. It was a revolutionary idea which spread across the phrase of north. Unless you are moving over ice or snow, they are practically useless to mobilize. Humankind would take one of our greatest inventions, and not just that, it would take the wheel to do it. So now the need of mobilizing was solved for the Arctic settlers, or wherever there was snow-covered land, we were able to mobilize ourselves with a decent kind of speed. However, now the humankind was waiting for the next big invention, which was a wheel, or I should say, not just a wheel, but something which is overlooked many times when we talk about the wheel's invention. Whenever we think about a wheel invention, we think that it's kind of very ancient invention, but that's not the case. So I have an image of Barley Rubble on the film stone cartoon, rolling a stone wheel across some landscape, but that's not the actual case. The wheel actually came relatively late in the grand scheme of human innovation, around 3500 or 4000 BC. Before the wheels, objects were transported over three trunks. So the archaeologists recently discovered that the monoliths, the stone monoliths, were transported here with the help of few dozen of people over three trunks. The ancient Britons could transport the 22 stones 10 miles a day using this method. And we now know that other countries were transporting heavy objects using similar means. For many years, people just chopped down trees, lined up the logs and transported or rolled the items along with them. In a sense, that's a form of wheel, a sort of extruded wheel. It is a cylinder basically. But that doesn't change the history for a wheel to become productive. To change society, it needed a great invention, which I actually mentioned is overlooked many times. Well, that's an axle. It's a stationary platform which connected two wheels, and things could be kept on that stationary platform and transported from one place to the other.